welcome to Cherokee Now. Today we have Tonya Carroll with us. Tonya is the manager of the newly formed Kinsland Leadership Institute. Tonya, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking a moment to come on and tell everyone about your wonderful programs.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so tell me a little bit about the Kinsland Leadership Institute. What's the overarching idea behind that?
Well, the Kinsland Leadership Institute is a newly formed leadership umbrella. It's housed at the Cherokee Boys Club, and we have 3 programs that have been in the community for several years, but now we're all together under this one umbrella working together. So we have the Cherokee Youth Council, which is for Cherokee youth in grades 7 through 12. Okay. We have the Jones-Bowman Leadership Award Program, which is for college undergraduates, and there's not really an age associated with that. You just have to be a college undergrad. And then we have the Duke Right Path Leadership Program, and that's for enrolled members that are 18 years or older.
Okay, and we'll go into a little more detail with each of the program advisors as we move on with the show. But what has the last year been like? Because you've been going on for about a year now, right?
We moved in at the Boys Club in October of last year, and really the year's been filling the vacated positions and keeping the programs going for a year. We have some really big plans to do strategic planning, team building, really taking a deeper look at these programs over the next year since we have all of our positions filled now.
Excellent, excellent. What kind of funding helps ensure the program is successful and sustainable?
So all these programs are actually community-led programs through the Cherokee Preservation Foundation, okay. And that's where they all started. They were housed separately in different organizations, but now that they're under the Boys Club, each program writes for their own grant funding, which is supported by the Cherokee Preservation Foundation.
Great, and I've participated personally on the Jones-Bowman Leadership Program, and I can tell you firsthand that's a fantastic program. I'm excited to see all these coming together and kind of in a unified, organized way. So tell me about your location. Where are you guys working out of now, and what are you moving into?
So right now we're in a temporary location, which is the old family support office across from the Boys Club garage. We're actually going to be moving into the Noah Powell building. The community knows it better as the old SCC building, okay. Which is on Boys Club property, and that's going to be our permanent home for all these programs. And we're really excited about it because the main foundation of our programs is based around 7 Cherokee core values that members of the community came up with during the development of the programs. Okay. The values are group harmony, sense of place, educating the children, strong individual character, honoring the past, spirituality, and having a sense of humor. And so one of those is a sense of place. And so having all 3 of our programs have a permanent home is really going to help us build up that sense of place in the community and for all the people in our programs.
I think you absolutely hit the nail on the head with the sense of place. I think one of the biggest things, and I know we're not a show that we talk about opinions that often, but identity, Cherokee identity, and what that means to each of us is something that we very heavily need to focus on and have those discussions with ourselves, with our children, with our elders, find out what that is, what that means, and what our responsibility and role is to that identity. And so, like I said, I'm excited about the program. I'm proud of the hard work that you guys have done. And what I want to do now is just kind of speak with each of the leadership specialists. And you've got to be excited about your leadership specialists. You've worked hard to find the right people for the job. What does it take to be someone like that leads a leadership group?
I think having strong ties to this community is very important. Having a strong knowledge of Cherokee history and culture, but also the people in the community that can help assist with that. And we rely on a lot of community members and experts to come in and talk to our different groups because, you know, I agree with you. I think Cherokee identity, knowing who we are, is very important, and so that's what all of our programs focus on. So we have a strong focus on Cherokee culture and what it means to be Cherokee, and also how leadership skills and leadership qualities are inherent in our culture. And so if you're teaching the culture and you're learning the culture, then you're inherently learning how to be a good leader and a good member of the community as well.
So the idea 10, 15 years from now, you hope to see some of the young people, some of the college-educated folks that are coming out of these programs leading this tribe with the right value set. And I guess that's where you're coming from with all this.
Definitely. And we've already seen a little bit of that coming out of the programs. now, so some of the programs are 9-10 years old now, and
Okay.
so we are seeing that now, but just having a stronger connection, more of the people coming out of our programs taking on leadership roles in the community, and also perhaps having people go through all three of our programs,
Right.
starting out in the youth council and then working their way through the adult component as well.
Excellent. Okay, when we come back, we're going to speak with Tara McCoy, who is one of the leadership specialists, and we'll return shortly. All right, welcome back. We're here with Tara McCoy, leadership specialist for the Right Path Leadership Group. Now, that's the oldest group, is that right?
Yes. Well, actually, the Junaluska is the oldest group.
Okay, so what is the Right Path's age group that are
The Right
targeted?
Path age group is like from when they graduate high school, 18 to on up. We don't have a
Don't have a group either.
no.
So how long, tell me a little bit about the history of the Right Path Leadership Group. How long has it been around, and what did it originate from?
The Right Path program has been around since 2011. So we are into our 7th year.
Okay.
Last year, we was in the process of the coordinator had found another job, and so there was nobody in that position, and so it's just been 7 years instead of 8 years.
Oh, okay, so it took a year to kind of get back on
Mhm.
its feet and get a new leadership piece here. So you went through Right Path, is that right?
Yes, I'm a 2011 graduate. We was the first cohort, and I really enjoyed the program. And ever since then, I've just been, excited, and my heart's been into doing and serving for the people.
Awesome. So you got back into it. Now you're in probably a dream role of getting
Yes,
to
I've
turn
been-
that back over.
Yeah, I've been. When I heard this job opening, I was really excited,
Good.
and I put in for it, and it's really.
That's what it
helping.
takes. I think the passion for something comes from because you have experience with it, and now you're passionate about it, and so you're making it happen. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm getting to do what I like to do.
Yeah.
I'm probably not the best in front of the camera, but I love doing this kind of work, and it's great to have a career where you get to do that. So
Yes.
I'm excited. It pays off, and so for the folks that you're working with, they're going to get something a little extra out of that.
Yes, they will.
So tell me about a Right Path leadership cycle. Is there an application process, or how does someone become a Right Path member?
People are nominated from the community, and they will turn in that nomination, and we'll go through the application, go through the application, and we come in, ask them to come in for an interview,
Okay.
and then we'll select.
So approximately how many folks come in and out of the program annually?
This year we have 7. We've
Okay.
already have them selected. We will starting in October and go all the way to September. There has been 49 that's went through the program.
Okay.
So
Okay. And so the nomination process, approximately when does that begin, and when do you make your selections?
well, since this being my first year, I thought about that a couple of days ago, and we'll probably start putting out applications in the spring.
Okay. So folks need to have anyone over the age of 18, basically. Don't have to be in college, or
No, don't have to be in
It's just an
college. They
adult.
they just have to. Well, I always say show signs of volunteering, and just something of the 7 core values.
Okay.
People can see in them.
what would someone expect to do should they become a Right Path leadership member? What's a typical cycle like for them? Are they doing regular volunteer work, or?
Well, like I said, we meet twice a month, and we just go over leadership skills. We do a lot of Cherokee cultural language. We do a lot of activities in the community, visit other tribal programs.
Oh, good.
And we have a lot of speakers come in and present on topics such as Gadoogie, on empathy in the workplace, just a lot of things like that. And for this program, it is supposed to be like it increases Cherokee identity
Okay.
and increases Cherokee values. Your knowledge of Cherokee history will be increased, but we also try to shed light on other tribes and see on what they're doing also.
Good. Okay. Now, do you have a Facebook page or anywhere where someone might see some information about the Right Path Leadership Program?
Yes, it's called the Right Path Program.
You probably just look it up, search for it on there, and find it.
Yes.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing this program grow, get back on its feet. It's got someone behind it that has the passion that's been through it. And in the spring, we'll get you back on, get folks to start nominating. Let's get a good group in again and continue the good work of leadership that our community needs.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, Terry. All right, when we come back, we'll have Alicia Jacobs join us on the air for the Jones-Bowman Leadership Program. All right, welcome back. We've got Alicia Jacobs with us. Alicia, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. We're excited to have you on and talk about the Jones-Bowman Leadership Program. You're the program specialist for that, right?
That is correct. I've held this position for 9 years, and so it's been a privilege and honor to work with our students in the community that are enrolled members and just giving them opportunity.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the Jones-Bowman Leadership Program. How did it get started and how old is it?
The program is turning 10 this year, and the original thought behind the program was developing a program that would provide community service, a give back, and the spirit of Gadoogie. Some of the elders noticed that there wasn't a group or core group that would come out and do volunteer work or be active in the community. So originally it was based on finding students and starting with the student age group to get to feel the need.
So what is the age group that work within the program?
Well, actually, there's not an age group because we do have non-traditional students. However, the requirement is that they are undergrads. So even if it's an older student, there's no age group.
As long as they're enrolled in college.
Enrolled as an undergrad. They have to start as an undergrad.
Now, how do the cycles work? Is it a 1-year cycle, a 2-year cycle?
That is correct. It is a 1-year cycle, so it will start in June and end May 31st.
Okay, so your application process is in the months of? The
application process is the first Monday of April.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about the applicants that you're looking for in this program. What do they have?
We look for diversity. We look for a variety of students that are interested in giving back to their community, are ready sorry. We're looking for students that are willing to give back, wanting to do community service projects, and then delve into their culture.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. What is a cycle? What is a typical student if they should be selected for the program? What do you expect out of them in that year?
Within the year, the students are challenged with developing an individual leadership plan. So within that plan, there's 3 areas of focus, which would be culture, education, and leadership. Okay. That actually guides them in how they want to spend their funds. They do get a stipend each year.
And this is the exciting part that I wanted to get to, so we can talk about the funding for this. Yes. And how that works.
So each student is awarded $4,000, which is substantial.
It is.
To put towards these 3 areas, again, culture, education, and leadership. So we have had students learn how to make traditional wear. We've had some travel, do cultural exchanges with China, Hawaii. They also do local work, so it's not all international. Okay. They also are required to do a group community service project within the community here in Cherokee. Right. So they are doing give back projects. That is one of the biggest focus areas of the program as well. Right.
So they work as a group on several occasions.
Correct.
You have I guess after you make your selections on who's going to be in the program, you have an annual retreat.
That is
Tell us
correct.
A little bit about that retreat.
At the annual retreat, the students are challenged with creating their plan. I know it's quite difficult for them because they come in new to the program, not knowing what to expect. But we, right off the bat, jump into their leadership development plans and kind of get them focused on the year, scheduling a year, planning out the year as to what they're going to do culturally, leadership-wise, and education. And then on top of that, at the retreat, as a group, they have to come to consensus and decide on a group project for the community.
Excellent.
So.
Excellent. Okay, so you're going to be taking applications again in April. You've got a current group. Tell me about folks that are, I think the biggest part that I've taken away from that is about the mentorship. Folks that come back and become mentors to these I call them children, but they're not. They're adults.
They're adults.
The people that come back and mentor them, what is that like? Are you getting alumni to come back in now and start to do that?
That is correct. In the beginning of the program, we reached out to community elders and participants that were interested in helping us with this. So over the years, we have evolved into requiring that the graduates and the alumni do come back and give back. again, since the whole focus of the program is Gadoogie and giving back, we really would like to see our alumni come back and serve them. So that was a piece I actually hadn't touched on with the retreat, but it is the alumni that really focus on the retreat, facilitate the retreat, and work with the students. So each student is assigned a mentor, and throughout the year, they're pretty active with their mentors.
So throughout the year, Jones-Bowman fellow may reach out to a mentor and say, "Hey, I'm struggling in this area," or "Hey, do you have any ideas for that?" But they're checking on each other and communicating regularly.
That is correct.
That's part of the
correct.
process.
That's part of the program. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, great. Well, I look forward to seeing this program grow. I'm excited about all the
you.
work that you guys have done, and now that you're in one umbrella and able to focus and share ideas together, it should be a good thing.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, if you have a website that folks can go to if they want to, or a Facebook page that folks can go to if they want to get more information?
Correct. We have the Jones-Bowman Leadership Award Program Facebook page.
Okay.
We also have a Twitter and an Instagram page.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
When we return, we're going to speak with Ethan Clapsaddle, another one of the leadership specialists for the Kinsland Leadership Institute. All right, welcome back to the show. We've got Ethan Clapsaddle with us, the leadership specialist for the Cherokee Youth Council. Welcome to the show, Ethan.
Thanks for having me.
Good. So tell me a little bit about the Cherokee Youth Council.
All right, great. Yeah, we're a culturally based leadership program. We cater to tribal youth in the grades between 7th and 12th. Doesn't matter what school you go to. We've got 6 different schools represented and also homeschoolers.
Okay, great.
So, yeah.
So tell me what's a typical cycle like for a Cherokee Youth Council member once they're accepted?
So we go all year round. Our members, we just took on a new cohort. We've got around 30 members. We have 2 different meetings each month. We do the second Monday and the third Saturday of each month, and we do a lot of different things. We do everything from community service. We do we're revamping the program somewhat to get the kids out and engaging with each community more.
Okay.
So we're going to go visit with each community club. We're going to visit with community club council, tribal council. We're trying to develop partnerships in each school. We're developing partnerships with other youth programs like Junaluska Leadership. I'm trying to build that up this year.
Excellent.
And just get them engaged with the community and see what all's good out there and get them excited and involved in the community.
Okay, and how long has the program been around? You said you were celebrating your 10th?
Yeah, this is the 10th anniversary of the Youth Council. I'm a newbie to it. This is my first year, but the program overall, it's in its 10th year. Yeah.
What do you expect, being the leader, what are some of your expectations of the program? What do you look to bring to it?
Well, what my vision is to empower these guys, or empower them, let them empower them. I'm getting all tangled up here, sorry. Empower them through community service, empower them through an increased sense of cultural identity, and give them the confidence to kind of move forward and have that sense of responsibility for the community.
Okay, great. So what do you look for in an applicant? You had a record number of applicants, is that right?
We did. We had close to 50 applicants this year. We look for anybody and everybody. We don't cater to just one particular group or whatever. We want athletes, we want nerds, we want everybody under the sun, and we've got a very, very diverse group this year.
Okay.
Like I said, we've got kids from 6 different schools. Even had some applicants from Robbinsville this year, which is great. So I'd love to expand down there to Snowbird and to Cherokee County if possible in the future. But we just look for kids who are interested in their culture, interested in being involved with the community. As long as you're in good standing in school and your family's supportive, we want to make you a part of our family. So.
Absolutely. Tell me about the application process. I know that you've just gone through it, though. How does that work? What can someone expect on the application? Yeah,
so really just a simple questionnaire asking kids what their interests are, what they'd like to know more about culturally and in our community, what their background is if they're involved in other programs, and just kind of getting a general sense of who they are and what they're about and what they're interested in. And then we call them in for an interview process. A lot of kids get scared off by, oh gosh, the interview, which is a big step for them.
Yeah.
But that's one thing we try to do is push the limits on these guys and get them out of their comfort zone a little bit so they are confident if they are asked to speak in front of council or a community club or church or whoever, giving them that confidence and that self-worth that gives them the ability to do that.
And I know there's some of the fundamental things that you work on at this age group with the kids throughout the program.
Yeah, we do. We're going to do a lot of public speaking. And like again, the program's youth based, so I've got a lot of ideas, but my ideas aren't always the right ones. So a lot of the things that we're going to do, they're going to be the ones say, hey, we want to do this, we want to learn about this. Well, part of that is them being the ones actually being out in the forefront doing that. So
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So how is it working inside the Ray Kinsland Leadership Institute right now? You got a lot of compassionate people around you, or passionate people, I should say.
Sure, yeah, our team's amazing. We're doing a lot of good things. We've got a lot of big things planned for the future. And the Institute as a whole, just taking that holistic approach, taking every generation within our tribe to approach leadership development and strengthen everybody's cultural identity and a sense of pride in the community. It's a great approach.
Great. Is there anything on the radar for this current group for this year that you're extremely excited about? Or
Yeah, so we've got a lot of new things coming up. Each month we're gonna focus on a different cultural component.
Okay.
We're gonna focus on a different community and get them engaged with a bunch of different people from throughout the community. Instead of us just sitting around talking all the time, we're gonna get them out and get them active and engage with the community and focus on a lot of the positives in our community.
Right.
A lot of times I think we get bogged down in a lot of the negative that goes on around here, as any community. But our program is going to be more focused on the positive side of things and building up these positive things and these cultural things, and maybe help us address some of the issues that are facing our community.
Great. Now, I'd heard whispers about, is there a coffee sale?
Yeah, we're doing a coffee fundraiser. Thank you for bringing that up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're working with Kevin Jackson, a local businessman, tribal member. He's hooked us up with some Costa Rican blend coffee.
Okay.
He's roasted it for us, grinds it. We've got it ground whole bean, $15 a bag.
Okay.
And we also have tumblers, kind of like the Yeti style.
Okay.
Tumblers with our youth council logo on it. Those are $20. We've got them in black and white, and all the proceeds for those go to our cultural programs, our community service projects. Primarily this year, the funding is going to go to, we're developing we've got a cultural exchange program that we do in the summer. This past summer, we went to Seattle.
Okay.
And visited 3 different tribes out there. The funds for this coffee fundraiser are going to go to support our cultural exchange next summer, and we're targeting Pine Ridge. And
That's exciting.
Yeah, we're looking to go out there for a week, work with their youth council, do a joint service project out there.
Okay.
But also just show them what life's like in other places in the Indian country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a must-see.
Yeah.
It's something that everybody needs to experience so that they don't take for granted what luxuries we do have here. There are very needy Indian communities out there, and that's something we need to participate in and help assist with.
Yeah.
So if I have $15, where do I go to get coffee? Where do I need
You can come to, you can hit me up, tribal email. My phone number is, we're at the Boys Club. It's 359-5543.
Okay.
And all the kids are selling it.
Okay, so be aware out in the community. We have
We're
youth
out and
there.
about, and like I said, we're gonna get the word out, because we've been tied up taking on new members and doing some
Right,
other stuff.
right.
But we're getting ready to do a big launch. We're gonna go visit tribal programs. We're gonna go down to the council house, hopefully get in front of tribal council on there too. And we're going to be in the One Feather. We're going to be everywhere.
Use all these mediums. That's what we're here for, is to get this out there and get the information out to the public. Well, great. Well, thank you for coming on with us today. I'm excited about the program. You seem to be passionate about it, and that's what it takes to get that shared amongst the youth here and get them compassionate about what they're doing. So
thanks for having me.
We'll have you back anytime you guys are doing anything special like that, fundraisers of any kind or any community events. Come on board. Let's talk about it and share that with everybody.
Great.
We'll see you soon.
Appreciate it.
That'll be it for Cherokee Now. If you have any comments or feedback for the show, please join us on Facebook at Cherokee Now, and we'll see you soon.